Previously on Illusion of Love.
Kai got a phone for Christmas. He was exposed to some inappropriate pictures and videos, but with his rising curiosity was his rising embarrassment and guilt. Nora was still in a relationship with Joe Hart 09, and he kept asking for pictures of her in compromising situations. Kai was sent a video from one of his friends, and after a few seconds, realized it was Nora. Kai sent a message to the school's Say Something line about the video of Nora. Kai also asked the school resource officer, Gomez, to help him put controls on his phone. Jasmine told Nora she was really pretty and should come hang out with her and her friends. They bought her new clothes, gave her any substances she wanted. Nora was starting to fit in somewhere again. Nora hangs out with Jasmine and her friends all the time now. Nora is juggling a lot. She's been lying to her parents about where she goes when she leaves the house. She's lying to school about why she isn't there anymore. And she's lying to herself about how much she loves the lifestyle she's living. When Nora first started hanging out with Jasmine, she would come home late. Then she started leaving overnight. Soon after, it turned into being gone 2 to 3 days at a time. The more she was around these people, the more it created tension in her. She had fun when she was with them, but when she wasn't with them, she felt horrible about herself. At first, she really thought Jasmine was in control. She saw Jasmine not let any of the guys push her around. But the more time she spent around them, she saw Jasmine really wasn't in control at all. It was the guys who called the shots. Jasmine was just as wrapped up into all of this as she was. Sometimes she felt beautiful and special around everyone, but more and more, she was feeling used and not cared for. Nora's life spiraled as she became dependent on her daily fix, each hit pulling her deeper into a world she couldn't escape. One of the guys, Q, started asking her to contribute to all they were providing for her. After all, they were giving her a place to live, drugs to take, and food to eat. But how was she supposed to pay for anything? She was only 14, wasn't in school, and never had a job. Q told her there were other ways she could make money. He said he would help her figure it out. Even though Nora was scared for what exactly that meant, she felt obligated. He arranged for her to hang out with one of the guys they partied with. She quickly learned that when Q said, "hang out," he expected her to provide things to him. She got really upset and started crying. Q reasoned with her and reminded her she had already been with a few of the guys. Now she could at least get paid for doing it. Originally, Q told her it would only be this one time, but things quickly changed. Nora had no choice of when, where, or who Q set her up with. Sometimes she got money. Other times, she was allowed to get her hair done. And other times, it covered dinner that night for everyone. Nora was exhausted. She hated the way she felt. And sometimes, she just wished she could end it all and never have to deal with life again. She thought it would be easier for everyone. She also thought about going back home. But what could she say to her mom now? There was no way she could let anyone know what she was doing. They would never understand. How could they? Nora didn't even understand how she had ended up here. Kai was out getting something to eat and saw Nora. It seemed like it had been forever since he last saw Nora. He almost didn't recognize her. She was still beautiful, but it was like the joy was gone from her. Nora knew she would get in trouble for talking to someone Q didn't know. Who knows what Q would do to him? Kai asked her how she was, and she said she was fine. He told her he missed seeing her at school, and so did the other classmates. Nora immediately felt sad. She felt trapped in the situation she was in. Even though sometimes she had fun, she mainly just wished she could go back to the way things used to be. After a moment, Q called her over and told her it was time to go. Nora quickly rushed to his side and gave a nod goodbye to Kai. Kai could not shake the feeling that something felt off. He thought about the red flags and warning signs of human trafficking that they had talked about in class. No way. Could that really be happening to his friend? Was Nora really being trafficked? That felt so scary and serious. No, she couldn't be, could she? What was he supposed to do? When Kai went to school the next day, he asked the school resource officer, Officer Gomez, if he could talk about a situation concerning one of his friends. Kai told Officer Gomez what happened when he saw Nora the day before. He explained to Officer Gomez that the whole thing was weird and just felt off to Kai. Officer Gomez told Kai he did the right thing and thanked him for telling a safe adult. Officer Gomez told Kai he would take care of it from here and follow up with the appropriate people. With the help of the information Kai provided to Officer Gomez about the car, the guy, and Nora, the local authorities got involved. Nora was recovered from the house she had been staying in. She had to talk to the police and go to the hospital. When she arrived at the hospital, her mom was there waiting for her. The police had called her because her mom had reported Nora missing a few months ago. It took a lot of hard work, but Nora was able to return to school. She had good days and bad days. It was hard to sleep at night. She sometimes worried that she would see some of the people she met while at the house with Jasmine. Through counseling, Nora slowly unraveled the twisted reality she'd been trapped in, learning that the choices she thought she made were never really hers. They were the result of careful manipulation and grooming. She was not at fault and deserved to live the life she truly wanted, a life where she was safe and cared for with no demands in return. Nora's mom and school were very supportive of getting Nora the resources and help she needed. Now, surrounded by a dedicated team of supporters, Nora faced the road to recovery. It wasn't easy. Frustration often clouded her path. But deep down, she knew this was the journey she needed to reclaim her life.
Hey everyone, I played the role of Kai in this video. The content we've covered can be a lot to take in. Whether you're learning about it for the first time or have experienced abuse, it's important that we know about these things so we can protect ourselves and help each other out. It's normal to feel a little upset or confused, and we want to give you permission. It's also important to talk to someone you trust if you feel some type of way, even if you can't really explain why or feel like you don't have the vocabulary to express yourself. I want to encourage you. It's okay to ask for help at any time. If you feel confused, scared, or even just unsure, there's always someone you can talk to. No one should make us feel scared, uncomfortable, or unsafe. And if you ever feel like something's wrong, there are safe adults who can help you. Sometimes when you've been hurt, knowing who's safe and who's not safe is the hardest part. Safe adults are people who care about you and who you trust, like a parent, teacher, counselor, church leader, mentor, or even a coach. You can always reach out to them if something feels off, or if you just need someone to listen. You don't have to go through anything alone. So as we finish up, just know that you're stronger than you think. You have the power to protect yourself, and you have the right to speak up when something's wrong. Your voice is powerful, and if something doesn't feel right, speak up. If you need help, don't hesitate to talk to someone. We all deserve to feel safe, and there are always people here to help. Thanks for listening. I'm really glad we got to learn this together, and I hope you all remember, you're never alone, and there's always someone you can turn to.